Hello and welcome back to what is it? Match 4 of our Modern League, where I, KyGuy, am playing Jund. Let me update some stuff here. We won the last game against Amulet Titan, so that was a very, very close game. I got down to time. Whew. So right now we are playing for the good old 3-2. So we won the die roll, and yes, we would like to play first. But before we get going, I'd like to ask you to like, comment, share, and most importantly, subscribe to the channel. We are a modern-focused channel that uploads a ton of content on the modern metagame. All right, we're going to keep this 7. We got Goyf, we got Interaction, we got Ren and 6. No turn 1 hand disruption, but we'll keep it. Up against Xenowam. We'll play Bloodstained Mire and pass the turn. We'll get an Overgrown Tomb, I think. So we'll have Ren and 6 online next turn, depending on what they play here. Amulet Titan. That was a hard deck to beat. Okay, Mystic Sanctuary. They could be any kind of Euro pile. Anything here. Probably, it's very interesting that they're starting out on a Mystic Sanctuary, so we'll see. Could play Kroxa, but I'm going to... I think I'm just going to play out my Tarmogoyf. I feel like I want to get a threat on the board. Next turn I can play out Ren and 6 or whatever, or Bolt, Abrupt Decay if they play something. Alright, Flooded Strand. We could be looking at blue-white. They're not cracking their land yet. Could be looking at a Path to Exile. I'm going to play Wooded Foothills here. This is great. That means that we can play Ren and 6 and Abrupt Decay if we need to. Whoop. So we're going to just swing in there for 1. No need to get really... Let's see what they do here. They take 1. I'm going to keep up Interaction. I think Abrupt Decay in case it is... in case it is blue-white control and they have, like, Stoneforge, I think it's better to have that, especially if it can't be countered. Alright, Steam Vents. We could be looking at Blue Moon. Lightning Bolt. So what is that? Land? The instant will resolve. I don't have a sorcery, unfortunately, so looks like Tarmogoyf will be going to the graveyard. Thought Scouring me. Okay. Could be a Thing in the Ice coming up next. I don't know. We'll see. They're having land troubles, aren't they? Let's get a basic forest. Just in case they are a Blue Moon deck. Perfect. Could play black, red. No, I need red here. Green, black. Green, black. I'm going to try and run out Kroxa here. We'll see if they let it resolve. Okay, so they let it resolve. I'm going to have to discard. Maybe we'll get to have a better peek on what they have going on in their deck. Snapcaster Mage. Thought Scare. Okay. Okay, we have Abrupt Decay mana up too, depending on what they play here. I don't know if they're a tap out deck, so we'll see. That's pretty bad for them. Good for us if we can turn the corner here. We're up to 5 mana. Yeah, I want to play Stomping Ground. They didn't have an answer for it turn 1. Black. Black. Red, red. Let's just... Thought Scour actually kind of helped us. We could have Remand here. Or it could be Mana Leak, too. What do you got, opponent? What do you got, Xenowan? Xenowan? A logic nodding. Nope. It's fine. We're also looking good because we have a basic forest and a basic swamp here as well. Depending on what they play. Magmatic Channeler. Okay. We can bolt that away. Interesting. Rah-rah. Bolt you away. I guess I could have Force of Negation, but... especially while they're tapped out. And we have Abrupt Decay mana up. We can also activate Raging Ravine if they tap out, and then we can swing in. We can do that too. No, let's not tap a black. Let's tap red, red, red. Undo. So I need black, black, red, red. Yes. Green. Black, black, red, red. Okay, so we can do it like this. And if they counter this, it's one more shot of getting Kroxa back. We also have enough to pay for a Logic Knot for 4. So it was a good thing that we played that land, actually. We'll tick up on Ren and 6, and we'll pass the turn to Xenowan with their sweet avatar. What is this? Kalia. Kalia. Something, something. Stomp. Okay. And then I guess I could have a bolt here next turn. We can also take care of this Bone Crusher Giant if they so choose to play it. Snap. Bolt. Ren and 6. That's fine. I think I'm going to Abrupt Decay Snapcaster Mage and then get in there. Yeah, that's fine. Because then that means that I can get Raging Ravines. Get Raging Ravine up. 3-4. Maybe I'll just swing in and hold up. Seems pretty good. A Verdant Catacombs. Alright, we'll play it out. Okay, so let's activate Raging Ravine. That way we can get it out of bolt range right now. And then we'll swing in with both creatures. And then, Either they'll chump with Snapcaster, which I'm fine with, or they'll take 7, which is 4, 5, 6, which is great. I gotta crack this land, get one more damage in. I didn't realize there weren't any lands in the graveyard. I should have got a swamp there in case they do play Blood Moon. Alright, so they're down to 8. Rah-Rah is out of... Rah-Rah, I'll start again. Rah-Rah out of bolt range, which is fantastic. They also just, like, stumbled on lands this entire time. This is really rough. Are they playing Bone Crusher here? Because if they're playing Bone Crusher, I'm 100% okay with that. Alright, so they're going to cast Bone Crusher. That's totally fine. We have an answer. Oh, they don't swing. Alright, well, we're going to take care of this now. We're going to take some damage off of it, but that's fine. And, since it can't be countered... Oops. It's even better. If we draw a bolt here, we're in really great shape. Some kind of removal spell. We're in really, really great shape. Nope, just another bloody land. What is up with the lands in this deck? I'm telling you. Every game we've had is just land, land, land. Alright. Alright. I mean, I think they block Raging Ravine, right? Yeah, that's what I kind of figured. Well, take 4, down to 4. It's pretty good. I think I should be playing Bone Crusher in this deck. Bone Crusher Giant is so good. Young Pyromancer. Alright. So they could have 2 blockers here. Thought Scour. I'm gonna get a something something. That is a weird elemental. Okay, Moto. Who did this? I'm pretty sure that's the other ones. That's funny. Alright, we won the game. That was pretty sweet. They definitely, like, stumbled on lands, though. So, we were able to take advantage. Very nice. We're going to bring in a Boil. I'm going to bring in an Anger of the Gods. In case they go wide. Even Plague Engineer is good here if we can get tokens named. Collective Brutality. Let's just have a little more interaction. Spellbomb's actually pretty good here. Fatal Push is good. Good. Everything's so good. Ashiok I don't really think is necessary in this. Red and 6 can deal with some stuff. I just want to get rid of that. They're blue-red, so they're going to be playing bolts. Bolts. Let's drop a Fatal Push. I want to keep that Abrupt Decay in there. Okay, command. Our creatures are going to die. It's a graveyard hate, so... Maybe even drop a Lily. We need to drop one more card. We'll drop a Bloodbraid Elf. Try it like that. I have to sneeze so bad. Xenowan is trying to decide whether they play in first or keeping a full grip of 7. We, unfortunately, have not a great land package here. We have a Goyf. We'll try this on the draw, I guess. I'd rather see more hand disruption, though, I think. But it's not too terrible that I wouldn't want to keep it. So we're going to keep it. Probably start with Raging Ravine and then go into an Overgrown Tomb. Flooded Strand from our opponent. No doubt they want a Thought Scour. Thought Scour. But we have creatures. We have answers. We have threats. Yeah, and we just naturally draw into that. Let's ink 'em. They're Grixis. Wow, we way misestimated things. So Fatal Push can deal with that. Let's get rid of Kolaghan's Command, shall we? Wow, okay, so they have a Bolt, K Command. And then when they crack that land, our Goyf will be big enough and out of Bolt range, which would be great. And if they start going off with Young Pyromancer, all we have to do is drop Plague Engineer name Elemental, and then it's bye-bye birdie. But we won't let that happen, since I'm going to Fatal Push it. Grixis, huh? Fun. So much fun. Alright, so they don't tap out, and they play the Bloodstained Mire, so that means that they might have a, perfect. We're going to get rid of that Cryptic Command. 100% if they don't counter this. I do not want that in their hand at all. Okay, well, let's get rid of Cryptic Command. Well, dismiss all first. Get rid of Cryptic Command. Alright. I'm feeling pretty good about that. We know what's in their hand. They got a Blood Crypt, Lightning Bolt, and a Young Pyromancer. I'm feeling pretty darn good about all that. Huge value spells are out of their hand so far. That makes sense. They probably wanted to get some value off of Young Pyromancer, so that's probably why they didn't play that. Next turn we can cast Goyf and a Fatal Push, which means a creature, so this will be a 4/5, which would be great. Alright, Blood Crypt from Xenowam. Tapped, so it doesn't look like they're going to play out. They have one mystery card in hand still, but it doesn't look like they're going to play out. They're going to play out their Young Pyromancer. What do you get when you cross a... Ooh, Boil. Swamp Mountain, Island Swamp, so they would lose 2 lands. That's pretty darn good. Alright, we're gonna drop Goyf here. And we'll keep up Fatal Push. Just in case. Just in case. It would be so nice if they could tap out and we draw... Well, we don't even need to draw into another land. It'd be so nice if they could tap out and then we could just boil their next turn. So if they, like... That'd be so good. They would lose so many... Well, they wouldn't lose so many lands, but they'd lose 2 lands at least. And since I know that... Well, since we know that they have... The 2 cards they do have in hand are... Alright, so they're gonna... What are they gonna play here? Another island. So if we can... Oh, please do it. Alright, Young Peasy. Peasy down. Alright. So they have a Bolt and one... It could be a one-of counterspell. Alright, let's Fatal Push Young Pyromancer. The Yargle Fatal Push. So they're going to Bolt in response. That's fine. They're going to get a token. Sure. It's a double Bolt. Oh, that's sweet. Okay. They're going to hate me. I mean, so I'll have 2 creatures and I'll just be able to drop Plague Engineer. We're going to have to take a turn off to play Boil, but they'll only have 1 land. 1 land. I mean, come on. I've always wanted to do this. It's so rude. I play a lot of blue decks. Oh my gosh, and then I can just play Plague Engineer named Elemental, and then what do you do? They don't have that bull anymore. I guess I swing in for 2. If I draw another land too, then I can just play Goyf and Plague Engineer. Honestly, another land would be really good here. Ink? No, let's... I mean, it could be a Fatal Push, but they don't have any way of turning it on, so... We're gonna name Elemental. Skelemental. A Boil was so good. And we win the match! Boil! Oh my gosh. Oh, that was so much fun. I've never boiled anybody. Which is so funny. I think at least online. So, anyways, fun game against Grixis Control. We are 2-2, and we're this close to getting that 3-2. So I guess we'll see if we'll get it. I will see you in the next match, and until then, be sure to comment, like, share, and most importantly, subscribe. Alright, until next time, bye-bye from the KyGuy. Hello there! Thank you very much for watching High Ground MTG. We hope that you enjoyed this video. Please be sure to click that subscribe button and check out our playlists for even more videos so that you can have the high ground.